Election 2018, the night we save ourselves.
Imagine election night 2018 as Americans tune into big TV screens, impatiently waiting results to reveal in hopes that the votes will help USA heal.
For the nation last voted in 2016 when nightmares mutated America's dream. As Trump won first prize in a divisive tide, the world braced itself for a bumpier ride.
Caught boasting that women were his to be fondled, such news of abuse seemed immune to the Donald. Though failing at businesses, bankrupt and clear, he won the election appealing to fear.
To cheering by bigots wherever he stumped, Trump pledged, when elected, to clean up the swamp. So he hired a team who would jump when he whistled, then broke every record for how fast they fizzled.
He fired one cabinet chief by a tweet and canned Scaramucci for potty mouth speech. James Comey was fired for being a cop, but justice was rolling and would not be stopped.
And other Trump cronies were summoned to court, like Michael Cohen and Paul Manafort. George Papadopoulos, Rick Gates, and Mike Flynn may star behind bars when the verdicts are in.
And the Donald himself faces Bob Mueller's probe, and future determined by judges in robes, and bright orange prisoners' jumpsuit to wear. But look at the upside, it matches his hair.
All leaders have faults, they're allowed within reason, but few stay in power when guilty of treason, approving pollution, collusion, and shooting, or selling our country to Vladimir Putin.
Fun fodder for comics, this President Trump, as a chump in a slump who was grumpy and plump. Unstable, defensive, he could do much worse, and Trump-heavy footprints all over the earth.
Of witch hunts and fake news, this president tweets, insulting world leaders and threatening peace. His ego is large, his own lies he believes. His staff is all tongue-tied from spinning his leads.
The world and America have much to learn, regardless of how much Trump serves out his term. He may be impeached or maybe resign, but don't party too heartily, Pence is in line.
Both houses of Congress are meanwhile at stake, and so is the fate of the future we make. Consider new leaders who best float your boat. It's no use complaining if we never vote.
There's good news, America. Life after Trump. We've survived even worse, and we'll burst through this hump. By voting this year, we'll correct our mistakes. It's do-over time for the United States.
For all things must pass, including the Donald, as he waffles and waddles and wobbles and topples, and the land of the free and the home of the brave will rise from the ashes by ourselves saved. Thank you for listening to our recording of this poem by my partner, Gerald Mousley. I'm Holly Myers, and we invite you to use our recording just as it is, and or to make even better ones on behalf of progressive candidates for the U.S. Congress in the 2018 election.
And we also thank and acknowledge two major artistic inspirations for this poem. There's Tchaikovsky's inspirational soundtrack from the 1812 Overture, and there's Clement Moore's 1823 poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, which is also called The Night Before Christmas, from which we borrowed its rhyme and meter, lines and happy tone. Our idea is that if Americans elect a progressive majority for both houses of Congress in the 2018 election, it really can feel like the night before Christmas.
So most of all, be sure that you are registered to vote and vote. Vote.
Vote November 6th, 2018.